alongside my partner, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He juked him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That that's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Barkley, inside handoff. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw is Darnold. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
To his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that, Charles, season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night, you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's going to use his legs here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Darnold to throw again. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. His throw incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Off of play action, Darnold.
That one thrown away from the pocket. Officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Gano's kick is good, and it will tie things up at 6-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they get 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Galladay, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 38, Darnold.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. First, let's get to some.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And we'll get to the 29-yard line right down there. That was a 1st down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Darnold on 1st down.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And Darnold going to keep this himself.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got room past the 30.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Play action. It's Darnold.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the fourth quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
As the Giants head back out there.